Hi guys, gals. Two there. I know Matt's there, I think. So he was a minute ago. So, what's going on? We're just kind of clearing out all the snow. Up in the mountains where I always go, it was record-setting snow, I guess. It had like 39 inches or something like that. So everything's pretty white and buried up there right now. Can y'all hear me okay this time? Had an issue with the camera and with the mixer. I think I got it fixed, but it just doesn't seem like the volume's loud enough. Everybody's being really quiet. So yeah, I just kind of been hunkered down for a couple of weeks, I guess. It's been nasty cold and windy and snowy and all that kind of stuff. You know, desert rats, we're not used to that stuff, you know. And it affects everything. We've got 3 watching. Everybody's really quiet. Nobody's saying anything. What's up with that? You guys are usually pretty mouthy. Hi, darling. How are you? And thank you. Darling, I've had some trouble with the mixer and with the camera setup. Is the volume okay on this? I can't get anybody to answer me. Makes me wonder, can you hear me? The lights are on, but nobody's home, maybe? Okay, good. Well, then I'll quit worrying about it then. Lily's decided that she likes to sleep on the mixer now, so I have to put stuff on it so she doesn't get up there. But she gets up, gets up there and pushes buttons, and she's trying to be like her daddy and do live stream. It's not working. Has to spend 10 minutes or so trying to figure out what she did. Right now it says 4, darling. Got 4 watching. But I started just a little bit early tonight, so, usually, they don't start rolling in until, 10 or 15 minutes after start. And she's got some issues with hairballs today. So she's not being too lively, sits around and coughs a lot, so. Hi, Evelyn. Okay, thanks, Evelyn. I appreciate it. I'm not getting too excited about it just yet, so we'll have to wait and see. I still got a battery of tests to go through yet, so. Did a chest X-ray that came back normal, but doctor says I need an MRI, and I can't have MRIs because of the pacemaker. So they're trying to figure out what to do about that. Darling, I just my breasts are really, really sore. There's no lumps, per se. They're just really sore on both sides, and testosterone has dropped down to extremely low just all of a sudden, and then my blood pressure is, for a long time it's normal around 140, 145, and then it dropped to 106, so 106 over 58, so all of a sudden. Yes, Evelyn, I appreciate that, thank you. Oxygen level was 98%, so white count is normal, right smack in the middle, and so is the red count. So no, they're just sore, just woke up one morning like that. So, you have to wait and see. Like I said, there's no lumps or anything like that, so just puffy. Might have to get me a bra here pretty soon, maybe. I'm sorry. That was not a very tasteful joke, but still. Yeah, darling, I've given her that before. It takes two people to hold her down, one to hold her down, one to open her mouth and stuff it in there, but she doesn't like it, I can tell you that. It takes a couple of days and then she's better, so, I'm just kind of watching her to see if she'll cough it up. Yeah, they did a ultrasound on both sides, and they said that there was no issues. There's something going on, but they're not sure what it is yet, so. Yeah, there was some, yeah, darling, doctor had said something about that it might be something like that. Just all of a sudden develop something from the heart meds. But it's just blood pressure pills. So, I mean, the beta blockers have almost been stopped. So. But, after 5 years, all of a sudden it started. Yeah, I tried the hairball treats, and she just sticks her nose up at it and looks at me like, what is this? This is not treats. What is this? I'm not eating it. So anyway, that's kind of, didn't do a live stream last week, and I just Yeah, just extremely weak and not focused at all. So I just haven't been doing anything. Yeah, we got 7 now, darling. We got 7 watching now. Hey, Bran. How's Bran tonight? I see you got your camper out in the desert there somewhere, Bran. Yeah, there's yeah, I understand that, darling. The doctor says, you know, that men get breast cancer as well, so it's not as likely, but it does happen. So, you know, they're just running tests on me. I've been poked and prodded and beat up and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, she was saying hello. Where'd you go? Hey, kitty. Yay. Meow. Meow. You want to come up here and say hi? No. Oh, that's a good idea, though. I'll try that. Cause I can't say the T word or she'll start really meowing, so I'll put that in her T words. Your getaway place, huh? I understand that, Brand. Hey, Chris. Now that almost sounds like a good idea, Chris. In fact, I almost bought a 6-pack of beer today, and then I changed my mind. So, yeah, tuna. She loves tuna. She's just laying there looking at me like, you know, why do you keep looking at me like that? Just leave me alone. I'll cough it up here pretty soon. You want to come up here and say hi? Come on. Come on. Nah. Meow. Meow's back at darling. And at least I'm getting a slow blink, so she's not too mad at me. It hadn't snowed for a couple of days, but boy, it snowed for 2 days in a row, day and night. We had some pretty good accumulation, about 3 inches, which is quite a bit for us here. So, and it's still here, starting to melt pretty good, but there's still some pretty good patches around as well. Chris says hi. Yeah. Meow. That's pretty good temperature right there, Ran. It was down to 17 here once, one night. The thing about the motorhome, though, is, you know, as soon as the sun comes up, then it doesn't take long to warm back up again. It's like sitting in your car in the sun. Oh, you did, Chris? You say hi? Wow, 52 degrees. Wow, that's, man, that's... I think that was our high. Yeah, there's a heat wave up down there. Well, the heater has just started to come on, off and on here, so I'm not sure what the temperature is. Probably around 50 or so right now. Hey, Chris, did you see Nomadic Fanatic's last video? He's selling his Class C. It says he's I have an idea he's got his eye on a Class A, so he can move his girlfriend in with him. That's just what I'm guessing is all, though. He hasn't said anything, but he's hinted around that. Well, he didn't hint. He said it is for sale. He's getting all that stuff off, all that vinyl coating and all that off of it, and make it look stock. And he's headed down to Fort Worth or something like that. He's going to you know, to sell it. So, but then he was hinting around he was going to get something that was more comfortable, and you know, he mentions his girlfriend. I can't remember her name now, but I have an idea that they're going to get together and travel around in a Class A. She's got a van, so they'll probably pull it. Yeah, darling, it hadn't been that long that he had all that stuff put on there. But it was just vinyl, just pull it off, you know. Like race cars, they just have a vinyl cover on it. But he's made several comments about, you know, wanting to make things better between him and his girlfriend. What's her name? I can't remember, if y'all follow him much. He's wanting to make things better between the two of them, so... Angela, that's right. And hi, Deborah. How are you? Well, that's a good idea, Chris. Go ahead and send them to me. Send them to my email. And get that email address from my main YouTube page. Clicking in the about, you can send that email, and then I'll put it on in the community so other people can see it. Angela. Yeah, she didn't take that very well, did she? Well, that's a good thing, Deborah. That's funny. No, yeah, I agree with that, Chris. You know, I live in the Class A, and you know, I took it out a few times, a couple of years, I guess, and once you get there and find some place to park it, then it's not too bad. But to have to get it ready to go again, to pack it up and put everything away and all that, and then run around trying to find some place that's level to park and all that. I'm just sticking with my truck camper. I can put everything away in less than 5 minutes in that. Yeah, it is, Deborah. Used to have a guy that would come around on my channel every now and then. He was always talking about taking a dirt nap. I wonder if he did finally. Haven't heard from him for a long time. Oops, what? Oh, okay. Hi, Danny. How are you? Yeah, Alan was trying to get me to get the motorhome out and use it, and now, it's been sitting for quite some time. I have to have tires. I've got some dry rot on them, and the roof leaks a little here and there, and so I'd have to fix that. A couple $1,000 just to get it to go somewhere. So, right after, and I spent all that money on the motor getting it going too, guys. Some of you guys might remember that. So, well. Oh, and don't worry about spelling. We're all, all of us are pretty good at figuring out what other people are saying by now. Chin's always saying that he's read enough of my emails that he can decipher just about anything that I say. Still kicking. That's good. Deborah says that she's above ground and sucking airs, and you're still kicking, so I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, and it gets a whole lot better fuel mileage, too. One time I took it out to the RTR, the Class A, it got between 6 and 7. So, and then the truck gets 11 and 12, so, that speaks for itself. Yeah, me too, darling. I'm, like I was saying earlier, there was 39 inches up there in the mountains right now, so might be a little bit before that melts off. We'll see. And when it does, it's going to be a muddy mess. Be nice and green though, midsummer. Okay, Chris. Wow. Yeah, that's a big old chain reaction right there, huh, Danny? Yeah, there's some pictures. I've been trying to get permission to use them on my community site, so that other people can see them. And so far, they're not answering me. So I don't know whether I should try to use them or not. Yeah, it just takes one or two idiots to start that kind of stuff, doesn't it? Big old pile-ups like that. But yeah, the road's slippery. Slow down before you get there. That's right, darling. Some of those places that I go to are pretty low too, so you know, low for the area. You know, where I park, so you know, water's going to be staying in those spots longer. I might have to find someplace else to go. Hey, Larry. I eat the bacon and eggs. I try to lay off the bread, pretty much. I can't have orange juice or grapefruit juice. And besides, I don't like orange juice that much anyway. I ate too many oranges and drank too much juice when I was little. Okay, Chris. Yeah, good idea. Take the dog out, before. Not sure where Gavin and Chin are tonight. I probably figured that if I didn't do one last week, I wasn't going to do one this week. So, and I almost didn't, but I did anyway. So. And that's another thing too. I've gained like 20 pounds. This shirt used to be way too big, and now it's almost fitting. So I used to wear it for like a light sweater over my regular shirt. So no way. I don't shovel snow anymore. God put it there so He can take it away. You want to come up here and say hi now? You do? Well, come on. Come on. Yes, you'll get your treat afterwards. Yes. Whoa, what's the matter with you? Stop it. There. Tell everybody I said that you said hi. Say hi, everybody. Oh, look. Wow, blurry camera. Tell them hi. Are you ready? You okay? Yeah. You my sweet girl? Yeah. Say hi. Okay, you want down now? You want a treat? Yep. Treat. Okay. You want a treat? Yeah.
Here you go, sweetie.
Whoa. Acts like she hasn't had anything to eat in weeks. Well, that's what we're hoping for. Yeah. That and then the low T, extremely low T. So, next thing you know, my voice will get real high and I'll start talking funny. Oh, I'll probably get demonetized for that. Oh well. Yeah, my doctor has a sense of humor. It's something like that. So, you know, he was making some jokes about it. Now, don't worry about it, darling. Hi, Richard. Now, we got about 3 inches altogether, Richard, over a couple of days. It doesn't snow a lot, you know, in this particular area. Kind of like in a little valley, so, you know, the mountains block some of it. But all around us north of here, we're at 3,500 feet. So 5,000 feet they were looking at 7 or 8 inches, and then up at 8,000 feet where I go camping, it was 39 inches. Or, yeah, did I say? I think it was 39. Yeah. I don't know, Evelyn. He's been working pretty hard. They're working pretty hard. So, and then last time I was talking to him, he said that his hours were changing or something like that. It was going to be like 4 on and 3 off or something, and then he had some night shifts. And so, you know, he's probably not too happy about right about now. No, what's Chinese heaters? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Most everything is made in China anyway, so if that's what you mean. And then Chin, he's on and off. I don't know what happened to him. He hadn't heard from him for a few days either. So he was supposed to co-host with me last week, and then I didn't do one. So he might be mad at me now for not telling him. Sorry, Danny. I must have missed something, because I'm not making any sense what you're saying. If you're talking about heaters, you know, things that heat the place up, I use the buddy heater, and then I've got the big buddy heater that I use. Oh, okay. Not sure about those. I'm not sure whether I'd want to use that or not. So, you know, I used to have an old Volkswagen that had a gasoline heater in it. That was kind of scary. Drip gasoline on a, you know, just a little bit of gas all the time. Yeah, Larry, all the lights in the camper are LED. I had no incandescent lights in there at all. Well, that might be kind of fun, Evelyn. I use vMix, darling, but you wouldn't have to do anything if you wanted to co-host. It'd be all right with me. It'd be like, Alan and I used to do side by side. It's just a matter of logging into to the setup here. So, you have to have a camera, of course. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense then, Danny. No matter what you say, they don't type it out right sometimes. I thought the captain, he was shouting. vMix, yeah, darling. V is in Victor, M-I-X. Mix, M-I-X. Yeah, I guess Mexico's getting pretty bad about bringing your animals in as well. Sure. Let me know when. You'd have to get together for an hour or two beforehand so I can get set up. Takes a little bit to set it up on my side. You don't have to do anything, but I have to set the my side up so that you have audio as well. Wear sunglasses. Yeah, M is in Mary, darling. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good, darling. If you're talking to me, Larry, I'm not feeling well at all. I can tell you that. There's some things going on that I don't want to make any major announcements. Kind of like I have a flu or something. Hey, there's Lake Lizard. Just missed her, Lake. She got her treat.
Hello?
Hang on a minute, guys. Hello?
Do you want a piece of cake?
I'll be over in a little bit to get it. I'm in the middle of a hangout. I'll get it tomorrow. How's that? Because I know it's almost bedtime for you.
Hello?
I said, I'm in the middle of a hangout. Just go ahead and set it out and I'll get it in the morning or something. I know it's getting pretty close to your bedtime. Hello?
No, I said my broom needs gas.
What?
My broom needs gas.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
Never mind.
Oh, you said your broom needs gas. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. said her broom needs gas. I guess I've forgotten to fill it up for her, so. She's trying to bribe me with a piece of cake. Yeah, it is, darling. It's just some things going on, you know. Nah, Richard's not a troll. He's been around for a while. He didn't say too much. No, no way. No, can't eat beans. Thank you, darling. Oh, sorry. Hey, come here. Come here. Lake wants to see you. Come on. Let go of the carpet. Lake wants to see you. Tell Lake Lizard hi. Tell her hi. Hmm? Tell her hi. I haven't seen Lake Lizard for a while, so we have to say hi. You gonna say hi? Okay. Ow! Them claws out. No, you just had one. You ain't getting another one. Yeah, she always needs something. Okay, one. You get one. Okay, two. There you go. Okay? She'll sit and meow until she gets it, too. Yeah, it's kind of hard, Larry, but I figure you guys deserve to know what's going on, so yeah. Okay. Caps or to caps or not caps, huh? Yeah, that's my sweetie, Lake. I don't know what I'd do without her. And we were talking a little earlier about, going out of the country, and, Mexico's got to where you have to have all kinds of special permits to bring your animals in, and, in China, I guess, Chris was invited to go to China with another musician, and he's not giving up his pets either, so yeah, I wouldn't do that. There's no way. No, Chris, nobody's been sitting in it. Everybody's been real good. Hint, hint. Sorry. Uh, okay, Larry, take care. Have a good evening. I was talking about it earlier. Wait till tomorrow when it's up and you can watch some of the start of it. Figure out what's going on. Yeah, darling. She talks to me a lot. I get the slow blinks all the time and all that. I think Richard's had a couple to drink. I think that's what the deal is with him. Somebody was giving me a hard time, Richard, about calling Darlin', Darlin', and I've always called her Darlin'. I'm saying that I should watch how I talk to women and all that stuff. So it's kind of a joke. Yeah, I remember the first time you came onto my channel and we were talking, and I didn't have my glasses on, and all I could see was it just looked like Darlin' to me, so that name just stuck. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, darling, I will. You're always going to be darling to me. Always. No matter what you put your name in there. Hey, darling, you were talking about instead of going, off grid with campers and stuff, that you wanted to go sailing, and you're not going to do that by yourself, are you? I don't know if I would do that if I were you. I wouldn't go by myself. I never did learn to actually sail lots of ships, but I've never done any sailing myself. So no, Chris, it's been too cold lately. I haven't been out there. I was out there a couple of weeks ago or so just to look around, make sure everything was okay. But when clay gets really cold like that, it's hard to work. Now, just get a few days up or in the 60s, and I'll be right back out there. I watch a few videos every now and then, Chris, on stuff. I got lots of ideas. First, I have to learn how to get it past, the centering stage. Okay, that's fine, darling. Definitely your prerogative, that's for sure. Hey, Hike with Mike. Boy, talk about stranger. I haven't seen you for a while. I was never bottle broke, Chris. Sorry. Cup, beer in a cup didn't make sense to me. Oh, there's that four-letter word, Mike. Work, W-O-R-K, four-letter word. Yeah, Gavin and Gavin and Chinwag are moderators. Neither one of them are here tonight, but I've known Chin for many years, and Gavin and I spend a lot of time talking back and forth on email. So, why are you wanting to be one, darling, darling, dar. Sorry. Every now and then we'll get somebody in that, tries to start trouble and stuff, but most of the people that are watching us or watching me aren't that way. All right. I'll get with you. Send me an email, darling. And get my email address from the About page on the main channel. Right now I'm at home, Mike. I got like 39 inches of snow up in the mountains, so I'm not up there. Waiting for springtime to come, though. Yeah, I started at 6 o'clock. A couple of people that are on the East Coast, now starting at 5, my time, Pacific time. I'm not, it's mountain time, but Arizona doesn't change their time, so it'd be the same as Pacific time at the moment. So 6 o'clock, be 8 o'clock there or something like that. But then when the time change, I'll go back to the 5 o'clock. Yeah, I know. My Chris and Evelyn are always talking about how warm it is down there. They're trying to make me come to Florida. But that's never going to happen, you know. I mean, unless something absolutely drastically happens, you know, I won't be going to Florida. I don't think my old truck could make it anyway. Trying to get this motorhome ready for the road would be, you know, astronomically expensive. So I think it's done. It's 1978, so, you know, it's pretty old. Being retired on the fixed income, I don't have a whole lot of money to restore it either, so, you know, it's comfortable. I live in it full time, so, you know, it's comfortable. Yeah, that's what I need, Chris. Uh-huh. You know what my favorite thing to say is about that, don't you? Thank you, Lake. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's the cough has been a problem lately. So it's good to see you. Good. It'd be better to see you lots more. Try to have a good evening, though. Thanks for stopping in. You just got a slow blink from Lily too, Lake. So that's a good thing. Right? Yeah. Yep. What? Yep. Chris, I don't think my truck would make it. I wouldn't trust it on that long of a trip. I really wouldn't. Now, just a joke, though, Chris. But you know, I mean, if you want to buy me a new truck and camper, then yeah, I'll go wherever you want me to go. Just a joke. Just a joke. I'll pick you up, darling. I would. Yeah. As soon as I start talking, she starts meowing most of the time. She's a bit under the weather right now. She's got a hairball. She's having trouble getting up for today, so. If it's not better in a day or two, I'm going to go get her some of that hairball stuff that, you know, it's like I was saying earlier, one of us has to hold her down, and somebody else has to stuff it in her mouth. So, she hates that. Yeah, sure would, darling. Like I said, it was just a joke, so, don't go there. Night, Richard. Have a good one. Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot about that. Thank you, darling. I'll do that. Does that help, Mike? I guess it does if you do it. Yeah, she's hit the sack. She's going to lay up there and stare at me now for a while. Contemplating how she's going to bite my toes and stuff tonight. How does that help? I'm not sure how that helps, Mike. Okay, Chris, that'd be fine. As the time gets closer, we'll get in contact. I'll let you know where I'm at. Yeah, me either. I was waiting for him to, tell us how that helps. Now, no fleas. I don't have any trouble with fleas at all, or ticks. Very few ticks in the mountains in Arizona anyway. And, she doesn't go outside, so, I always check myself too, make sure I don't bring anything in. I'll look it up, Mike. Thanks. Appreciate that. When I was driving over the road, I used to like to go to Florida with some of the most courteous drivers in the U.S. at that time. They respected the big trucks. They didn't get in their way, and always give us, plenty of room and all that. But I guess they don't do that much anymore. But back then, I had some pretty good memories of being in Florida. The Tiki Hotel I used to get, I always had a 2-day layover when I got down there. So I'd go and stay there. There was enough room in the back for one truck, and I'd make sure that, I'd get it. I'd kept my mouth shut about it. So... had the wet bar and the swimming pool and all that. It was good memories back then. Yeah, that's what I heard, Mike. That take your life in your hands now. down there. I remember waking up in Miami, in the parking lot there somewhere, and it was it rained every day at 10 after 4. Every day it rains at 10 after 4. But when I woke up, all the windows were all fogged out, couldn't see out, and I got out and was walking around, and went to the restaurant, and all the windows were fogged up, couldn't see anything. And it was interesting. Everything was all fogged up, and humid. Oh my! I believe that, Chris. I think the place was there's a little town, and I don't remember the road number. It was the interstate that went down through there. I think it was called Wildflower, or not Wildflower, Wildwood. A little town called Wildwood, and the truck stop there was really, really nice. Everything was all wood grain. Everything had, the sun had a different color to it. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I liked that one. And then you went north, and the further north you went, the worse it got. Well, the joke around here, Mike, is especially people from the east, no insult intended. Oh, but it's a dry heat. Yeah, stick your head in the oven and turn it up to 120 degrees, and then tell me it's a dry heat. I really liked that area, Mike. I really did. That was a nice little town. Because being with the truck, I couldn't go driving around, but I just remember the color of the sun, the color, how it turned everything kind of a warm yellowish color, like, and then wood grain, all the wood grain in there, wood floors and walls and ceiling is like just a really nice big cabin. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. No. Don't like the swamps. But I do like Lafayette, Louisiana. There's some swamps there, too. It's mostly the people in Lafayette that I like. I love to listen to them talk. I got a kick out of Eric Nomadic Fanatic. He's fascinated with palm trees. Yeah, my luck will be used for alligator bait, gator bait down there. Well, look who's here. There's Camper Van Kevin. How you doing, bud? Oh, yeah. That's my favorite thing to do. Just sit and listen to them talk, Kevin. It really is. I just love that. I have to tell you this though, Kevin. Waitress wanted to know if I wanted some Worcestershire sauce for something that I was eating. She says, "Do you know how that got started? How they come up with that name?" I said, "Well, no." And she said a couple of Cajuns off the swamp came in first time they'd been to a restaurant, and the waitress put some of that down there, and he said, "What's this here?" That's how they got that name. Like Savannah. Like Savannah. I went through a rainstorm though in Atlanta all the way to Savannah. By the time I got there, I was in my car at that point, and it was squeaking and rattling so bad. All those dry rubber grommets and all that got all wet, and boy, they were squeaking pretty good. Arizona car in the wet, that wasn't cool. Hear me coming for a mile. I always said I was going to retire in Louisiana. I wanted to be there, in Lafayette area. Saturday night at the Twist and Shout. Now, just a few miles east of that, Kevin, Nolens is just a different world there. That's why I like the music so much. Zydeco, real Zydeco from that area. Not me. I didn't, Chris. My daughter and her husband had a pop-up for a little while. They didn't care for it too much. I've never been around them, so I don't know. I know for a while there in northern Arizona you couldn't have pop-ups up there. Anything soft-sided you couldn't because of the bear population. No tents and that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's I didn't care for it at all, Kevin. So how you been, Kevin? Haven't talked to you for a long time. I guess it's been, what, a couple of years. The last time I saw you, we met each other out there at the RTR. You were sick? It was just that 1 year, Mike, that they were doing that. But, I've never actually seen a bear in the area where I go. They're always talking about them, but I've never seen one. I've seen a mountain lion there. Starving mountain lion with 2 cubs. That's a little scary. I'm into just the B vitamins and that sort of stuff. You know, with my age, the doctor says I need to take those supplements. Yeah, what's up with that, Mike? That's just kind of weird, isn't it? Ah, yes, I understand that, Chris. Like I was, I always say, I have enough nightmares on my own. I don't want to wake up with one. Yeah, I think everybody was sick. You were ground zero, weren't you? I mean, that's what everybody was saying. I don't take too many vitamins. Like I said, just the B vitamins and some folic acid. That's about it. Yeah, I know that was fun. That's kind of funny, Kevin. Uh, Not really. Not for me, anyway. It isn't. I guess some people have some issues. Uh, Joshua trees used to get me when I was younger, but they don't anymore. They don't bother me, so I must have grew out of it or something. Hey, Kevin, good to see you, man. We do this on Monday nights, so, come on back. You take care. I like honey and butter sandwich, Chris. I used to get that when I was a kid. Mom would give me that for lunch all the time. That was pretty good. Yeah, just tolerating it, darling. Yeah, I'm not one to sit around and moan and groan. I'm taking Tylenol. That helps. Oh, Steelers were my favorite team way back then. There's a lot of local honey farms around this area, so I get it locally. They don't sell it, in the stores. They're not a major brand or anything. Yeah, that's right, darling. Doesn't do you any good, and doesn't do anybody else any good either. So, you just grin and bear it, so to speak. Hey, there's Jen. You're late, bud. Yeah, I don't follow it anymore either, Mike. The only time I'll watch football is when the Cardinals are in the playoffs. What does that tell you about how much football I watch? Boy, he looks pretty bad now, Evelyn, doesn't he? Well, he's an old man, so yeah, I guess so. The air places? Well, that's an interesting. Is that something like airplanes? Had to give you a hard time, Chin. Boy, you got that right, Chin. When I was a lot younger, 40 years ago maybe, I watched, pretty much every game. Not anymore. Boring. Wise guy. Yeah, I like to watch that, darling. A little. Couples mostly. Yeah, I can't picture a football stadium in Las Vegas. don't know why. I don't know. I just can't picture it. I did a lot of skating on my backside when I was younger. I gave that up. Sorry. I know. Well, you get down there and get up underneath my feet, you're bound to get your tail stepped on. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, Chin. I spent more time there than standing up, that's for sure. I used to hate it when somebody would push me out there. I spent a lot of time hanging onto the walls. Yeah, I stepped on her tail, darling. She gets up underneath the table, and then when I move my feet, you know, comes out of there and meowing at me like, "Hey, knock it off. I'm here." She was in the bed back there staring at me a while ago. She must have snuck out here. Bad dad. Yeah, it's about what she's saying. Yeah. What? Yeah. Boy, you're sure talking tonight. What's up with that? Yeah. What's up with that? Meow. What? Yeah. Yeah, I bet it is, Mike. I had 2 kittens from the same litter once. Oh my God, that was terrible. Middle of the night, you know. There's a boom, 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 boom across the bed, and yeah, she's been a talker, haven't you? Yeah. I'm getting a snow blink. I love you too. Yeah. Oh man, darling. Wish you hadn't have said that. That's too many, Evelyn. I can see it now. You'll be all set up with your little box. Free kittens. See that? Darling, now you maybe want the onion rings and strawberry shake from Burger King. And it's a 40-mile trip from here. Ew, yuck, Jen, that's terrible. Yeah, that it is hard to resist them. Oh yeah, I can, chip and dip, any kind of dip. It's my Achilles heel. I like spinach, but I don't think I'd like it on a pizza, thank you. Are they not a very sturdy breed or something, Mike? Had a couple of chows a few years ago that I really liked. Yeah, I know, Evelyn. I'm surprised Chris didn't jump in there and, razz me about it. Yep, French onion's my favorite. I do Fritos and French onion too once in a while. That's pretty good. Or Fritos and cream cheese is what I prefer. You guys are going to make me hungry. I have to go get them out of bed next door and get my chocolate cake now. Yeah, he probably is. Yeah, well, okay, Chen. Hello, Jeff. Long time no see, bud. Oh, is that right? Well, that's not a good thing. Oh yeah, Chin, boy, there's been many nights I've, jumped in the car and went to the Dairy Queen to get banana splits. But that was a while ago. There's no Dairy. Well, there's a Dairy Queen here, but the joke around here is you have to take your lunch in a sleeping bag. It's just going, darling. I haven't been out there very much. It's just been really cold, and as you know, clay gets pretty hard to work when it's cold. Your hands get colder from the water, and all wah. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for it to get up in the 60, at least. And it just decided to go down on you, Jeff. Oh, Steve. Yeah, they were big, weren't they? Now they use those little bitty bananas. I understand that, Deborah. In this area, everything is all the new stuff is building east, and the west is, getting sorrier and sorrier. So, all of the good stuff's on the east side of town, way on the east side. So that's kind of the local joke, around here. Sure and take your sleeping bag and a lunch. Yeah, that's my philosophy, Mike. Hibernate in the winter. Like I say, it used to be a few years ago I'd go and stand in waist deep snow to do a video, but not anymore. It's a good excuse as any. You got to stick with it. That's your story, and you're sticking with it. And your boyish figure, huh? Okay. Yeah, I watched my boyish figure go out the window a long time ago, Chin. I don't know, what's inexpensive? Get too expensive and you get what you pay for. I really wanted a DSLR last summer, but I decided not to. I decided to wait. Maybe get it next summer or something. I'm partial to the Canons, so that's kind of high-end stuff. But if you're talking about just like a webcam, the Microsoft cameras are pretty good. That's what I'm using here. On my influencer site there, Jeff, there's some couple of pretty good cameras. They're anywhere from $200 to $300. That I use that when I'm out camping. I'll use that or a GoPro or something, Yeah, I understand that, Deborah. I've tried to quit many times over the years, but I'm just, I'm not the person you'd want to be around when I do quit, because I can't handle it. Yeah. Barefoot climbing? No, not me. I like the Canons, Jeff. I'm partial to those. Some of them are getting pretty inexpensive now. You know, they're older models. What I can suggest that you do is down in the bottom of the video here, and check out my Amazon link, and it'll take you to the landing page. You'll find some cameras there. You know, if nothing there interesting, you can scroll back up to the top. Type in the search bar what you want to see. It'll take you to the regular Amazon pages. Just pay attention to the people that bought them, whatever you call that. I don't even know what I've got. It's pretty old. It was one model. If you watched geez. Nomadic Fanatic. One of his older cameras is the one I have. Still works good. Yeah, Doc has suggested Chenix a couple of times, but you know, when he gets to look at it, he says, no, it's not a good idea. For the combination of the pills that I take, it wouldn't be a good idea. Said it might work, might not. The benefits don't outweigh the problems with it, so. And besides, you know, I've been smoking a long time and I'm 70 years old. If I quit now, whoop-de-doo. I always tell my doctor I'll quit when they nail it shut, probably. Yeah, the ex-wife, that's the way she quit. She just got up one day and said that's it, she was done, and never picked him up again. That was about 2 years ago, so doesn't even bother to be around me now. Yeah, I understand your situation there, Chen. You're welcome, Jeff. I like the GoPros. They're a little bit outdated now, but I mean they still work good. I have the GoPro 3 or no 4, and you know it does all the time lapse and all that kind of stuff. So it's small. It's for sale, Chen. I just watched a video this morning where he said it's for sale. He's going to do something different. I personally think he wants a Class A for him and his girlfriend. I think they're good. You know, they're trying to get back together, and he's changing his thing there so that he has more time to be with her and all that. So I have an idea that's what he wants. He wants a Class A, and then they'll tow her van around. That's just, just a thought. I don't know what he's doing. He hasn't said, but He did say it was for sale. Yeah, Steve, I'd like to know how he did that, Devil Travels. You know, I don't think there's a finance company anywhere that would loan somebody that, money like that, doesn't have a job, steady income, reliable income. You might be right, Chen. Mikey, him and his girlfriend, what's her name? I guess they got together. Uh, she bought her own Class A so they could travel together. That was a good thing to see. I'm glad they did that. Mike needs somebody that's stable like that. I guess. I don't know. I'm nobody that has any right to say something like that. But I mean, it just it was good for me to see them two together. Hey, good night, Evelyn. Good to see you. Sleep well, gal. Marlo. That's it. Names and me, they escape me pretty good. I guess he's got some business in Minnesota, so they're kind of separated at the moment. But he's got some stuff he's got to get done. At least that's what he says. So we'll see. Well, yeah, Jeff, he had a lot of weight on there. When you ride the brake going down all them hills, that's what happens. You burn up the brake pretty quick. I'm sure he was overweight 90% of the time. You got to get me another ciggy. I'll be right back. Poor Jax. He's a big kitty, that's for sure. He really is. No, I don't. I can never remember who they are, and or the name and stuff like. Ellen was always trying to get me to watch them too, and I didn't watch them then. I think I watched a couple of them, maybe. What did Eric say he weighed? Wasn't it like 25 pounds or something like that? Jax, that is. But he's full Maine Coon cat, so they're always a little bigger and male at that. Hey, T-Tap, C-Tap. How you doing, Jeff? Just doing okay, Jeff. Yeah. Eric was losing weight there for a little while, and I think he's putting it back on now, though. He quit drinking soda pop and beer for a while. I think he's back on the beer, though. Jeff, I got a kick out of you and your buddy out there at the RTR doing the live streams, cooking and all that stuff. I was watching you guys. Well, we'll see about that. Yeah, that one was a little strange, Chin. She didn't want to be on camera, and I don't think they got along too well. He was pushing it pretty hard though there for a little bit. Oh no, that's too bad, Jeff. My condolences. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without a cat around. I really don't. Lily's been a talker ever since I've had her. Even she was just a little kitten, she always talking about something. Typical female, Oops. Good one, Jeff. Yeah, we need to change the subject on that last comment that I just made, huh? I had a Russian blue for a while, true Russian blue, and they're a pretty standoffish cat, but boy, they are really, really loyal to one person in the family. And smart as a tack, boy. She just, oh, sharp, really sharp cat. That's what they say, Chin. You know, I get to talking to Lily sometimes like, you know, like she's human, you know. She's always paying attention to me. She's always looking at me when I'm talking and that sort of stuff. You know, she acts like she knows what I'm saying, and she wishes she could talk back. But I went out for a week last summer without her. I couldn't get her in a camper that one time. And boy, I really missed her. It was just too quiet, you know. She's, you know, really quiet a lot of the time, you know, but it was just, yeah, I really missed her a lot. So, you know, I'll never do that again. Probably not. If there's dogs around, Lily will stare out the window and do that chittering noise that they make sometimes. Hey, Backwoods. Yeah, the alien families, you know, they're still around. They're pretty quiet. They're laying low right now. Yeah, I understand that, Chin. I don't know where she went now. She's off someplace hiding. Pouting because she got her tail stepped on. Well, he'd run off for a while, you know, Jeff. He run off. He couldn't take it. You know, his mama, Princess Airhead, was in rehab. She was an alcoholic, turns out, and so you know, she went into rehab, and Pig Boy run off for a while because he didn't like Watson much. So. They're all back together now, though. That's about all I do. More smoking than reading. I said Watson. I meant Wilson. You guys knew that, right? Yeah, Princess Airhead was in a place called Babbling Brook for wayward aliens and drunks. She used to fall over all the time and lay on her side, so we kind of figured that's what's happened to her. I don't care, darling. Stuff like that doesn't bother me much anymore. Only when they get a little too close to home, and then that's when they'll be, they won't be asked to leave. All right, Deborah. Have a good evening. Good to see you. Oh, it's been too cold, Jeff. It's been below freezing every night, and the old tin shed out there gets cold and all that. So I haven't spent a lot of time out there. Waiting for some 60-degree weather so I can at least work the clay a little bit. We all know who and what they are, darling. Yeah. The little water jug, you dip your hands in so that you can, keep the clay wet. It's all frozen. So. I bought that, the big buddy heater so I could use it out there. And, I was out there with it, and, God, it just seemed like just a very, very short time I was out of propane. And that, that was the end of that. I can't do that. At some point, I got to put some insulation or something in there, I think. Night, Deborah. Now, this started out to be a short live stream this time. A little over 2 hours, so we're getting up there. Kind of thinking about shutting her down here. We keep getting new people coming in, so I tend to stay open a little longer. I was smart this time, though. I ate dinner before we started. Otherwise, I'd be starving by now. That's a good idea, Jeff. I didn't think about that. It cut down the echo too. I try to do videos out there now and then. That's, the green screen's up out there, so, and I get a lot of echoey stuff. That's a good idea though. Yeah, you're right, darling. And like I was saying earlier, I'm just tolerating it at the moment, so. Okay, darling. I'll be looking forward to that email. I'll let you know with what's going on with all the other stuff too. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, I got some issues going on that I don't, how can I put it? Nothing definite yet, but there's some things that are leaning to the left. So waiting on tests to come back. They've been probed and prodded and x-rayed and all kinds of stuff, so just kind of waiting. Okay, 10. I'll talk to you later. Hey, I'll send you an email later in the week. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and shut down, I guess. And, like I always do, I'll leave the chat up so you guys can talk if you want to, or say goodnight, or whatever you want to do there, and then I'll cut the camera and the mic off. Now, you're doing a pretty good job at it, Jeff, for retiring now. Okay, bye, Jeff. Hope you find something on my Amazon site there that you like. There's a bunch of other stuff there too. I usually try to make a commercial in this somehow, but I just didn't feel like it tonight. But yeah, Amazon links below this, below the video. Take a look, see what's on there that you might like. I'll make a little commission if you decide to, to purchase something, but it doesn't cost you anymore. Okay, Jeff. Have a good evening. It's good to see you. Try not to work too hard. Have a good evening, Jeff. Okay, that's it. Good night, all.